It's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, December 6th, 7th, and 8th. The sun is in Sag and the moon is in Libra. Sag is funny. The humor system built into a Sagittarius is directly related to the philosophical belief that this life is just silly. And then Moon and Libra goes, that's funny. So when you add air and fire and you add the air to the fire, it gets increased and it creates humor. So this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm hoping you find a little bit of humor. Now, Sun and Mars have been conjunct in Sagittarius, which if a baby's born with Mars on the sun, think about it. The male energy sitting on the sun, that's a very strong fire energy. The sun in Sag, Mars in Sag in fire, and Mars is the red planet. So that gives a lot of chi and humor. And that is what those people are like. You know, when someone comes in the room and they're loud and they're funny and they're spilling things and they say the one-liners and you're like, that's funny. It's the uninhibited quality of fire and air that make this life seem easy as compared to the earth and water people who are much quieter and a little grumpy at times and wanting to help clean. So there's not the fun factor. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, there's a fun factor. There's a beautiful trine between Jupiter and Mercury. This is Mercury's the way we think. That would be in Capricorn, and Jupiter's in Taurus. They're both Earth. So while there's all that fun energy, when there's a beautiful relationship, a long blue line, it's called a trine. It's getting ready for our school. You should be wanting to learn about this because in January, our school starts. So this is a simple indicator of an orator or a good communicator, and that adds to the moon in Libra. So if a baby were born with this, they would have that blunt honesty, the fun, with this very simple way of communicating that would make you want to listen. I always find it interesting. Who are the people in the world that draw us in, that have that kind of charisma where you lean in? And who are the people that you listen to and you're like, how long is this going to last? This is not one of those few days of a baby being born. And it's good for us all to know that when the moon's in Libra, it's a great time to communicate. I want to add that Hanukkah's arrived on December 7th. This is a holiday brought to us by the Jews that has to do with light showing up as a miracle. This is so Sag Libra. They have so much optimism and so much positive energy. And Hanukkah's like a Christmas season where people buy 8 days of presents and their candles lit. And it was a symbol that the light always comes. That is so Sag Libra. It's just the optimism that we need right about now. So there are those spirits that are born that come in smiling and they have a certain level of joy and we love to be next to them. And so what if they're sloppy? This is a definite indicator of Sag Libra. So what if they're blunt and they stick their foot in their mouth? It's just indicating that they've got a little more chi and they don't have control and it's Christmas and it's coming up down the road and it's Hanukkah and it's here. It's time to celebrate. Listen, any chance to celebrate and a Sagittarius is in. Astrology Answers wanted me to say, don't miss Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There is an uplifted energy in the sky, and it's there for you to indulge in shopping. Start thinking about Christmas. It's just down the road. If you're like me, you're ready for more, and I have really good news. I'm teaching again, and I want to help you discover your significant planet or the planets that are really influencing your psychology because you have a purpose and a contract that you agreed to before you arrived here on this planet. And the quickest path that I found for figuring out your purpose is through studying first the planets. When you figure out that significant planet, there goes the confusion and suddenly you feel so much more comfortable being yourself. Click the link in the description to learn more about the planets, my very best friends.